Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Admittedly, I wrote about almost 300 player pages, and somehow in there I forgot Bernard Berrian. I guess it just speaks to the points that Berrian was that much inefficient. He came in around this time of the year last year as the number one option in the passing game for the Vikings. He ended up being the number 4 man because of injuries and things. He really wasn't relevant for fantasy. I know he did play decent in the playoffs, but really he was just a non-factor in so many ways. I guess that's why he's forgettable when you think about Percy, Sidney, Rice, and Visante Shenko, and then you got Adrian Peterson as well. But now Bernard is starting to become more relevant. We've got Percy Harvin with his continued migraine injuries. We've got Sidney Rice. He had more than one doctor strongly recommend that he have surgery on his hip, and he failed to do that. He's trying to get a new contract. This is a problem for him. It could be a problem in the season with continued health problems with that. So assuming that Brett Favre would come back, I think we'll find that out in the next week or so. You should see Bernard Berrian start to become more of a factor here throughout this season at times. This makes him a nice little stash away player. I think you can get him for a nice value this season as a backup player. You don't have to get him as a starter, especially. So this makes for a nice value in that offense. This is a guy that you should definitely take advantage of just in the later rounds of your draft on a good team, good, dome weather, quarterback that's strong and capable of getting the ball to him. Now, even if Brett Favre's not there, remember with Tavarius Jackson, didn't play that bad with a guy like Berrian. I know Gus Frerotte was also there 2 years ago, but Berrian was the number 1 guy before Brett Favre came to town, so he has had some success with guys in the backup role.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football with your free subscription.